Enemy patrol detected. so I'm picking up a Shade Tech.
Where'd all this stuff come from?
It's weird, Manny. If I had to guess, I'd say they're scared of a control point. It's an office, not a haunted house. Right. Either way, the hyenas seem to be staying away from it. I'm heading over there now. Let's get to the bottom of this. Appreciate your enthusiasm, Agent Brooks. It can't be that complicated.
On the way.
Extraction called for. Hilo almost at extraction zone.
Hilo on site.
Hilo arrived.
Progress. 15 seconds left. Let me go. Cargo stowed. Ready to leave.
Hilo is headed back.
I'll find you.
What's with the year head?
Exiting safe room. cleared. Detecting landmark.
Chopper inbound at this time.
Extraction called.
Going it alone. Waste them. Firing on hot guys. Let's get them fired up. They're in the open. I'm pinned. Stay right there.
Pickup on the way.
Extraction called for. Extraction helo. Almost within range.
Chopper at your disposal.
Helo is on site.
Extraction in progress. We're out of here in 30 seconds.
Patrol detected.
Take you out! It's too damn hot out here.
Rogue protocol initiated. Hostile patrol detected. Rogue protocol deactivated. Entering safe area. Agent in need of backup. Incoming cargo plane with dark zone drop. Dark Zone drop.
If I don't have it, it's not worth having.
Heyo. Either your mic's not working or you're not using it, 'cause I can only hear the game sounds, but not the relaxing sound of your vape.
Wow, I cannot believe I was actually muted, talking the entire bloody time. Ever since I started the secondary stream, because the first one crashed out, been muted and talking about shit this entire game. Dear God, I hate my life sometimes.
LOL silly.
It happens. But yeah, what I was saying in the previous stream, not this
We've
one.
made some incredible improvements lately. White House hasn't felt as secure since the lockdown.
Oh no.
The basement has been converted into a
Good thing
workshop.
I showed up, or you may have done the whole stream like that.
Metalworking tools. The mechanics and crafters are using the tools to construct new gear. Recovered munitions, parts, and tools are available to equip the agents with better gear and weapons.
Apparently I'm
We'll need
getting
to recruit some
sick,
staff to organize the
so
growing armory.
cold's been running through my entire house.
Shade Network is
Unfortunately,
almost
I
fully operational.
unfortunately, unwillingly, I might have contracted it from my father,
New.
which is not good. I'm not a fan of it. I hate being sick with a passion. Like, I can already feel my throat is starting to swell. My nose has been running like absolute dog shit crazy tonight. Like, normally I'd just say, oh, it's allergies, but I was having mad issues
No
before I
one
even
too
stepped foot
sick.
outside. Yeah, nobody wants me sick. I can't afford being sick right now. But yeah, I can definitely feel my throat swollen. It hurts like a bitch. I don't know, I'm starting to get that sensitivity to the cold again, and since the wind was blowing pretty bad on my side, down here in Rowlett, the wind has definitely been picking up. It's been
You
getting
need
cold.
mint tea.
I'm sorry, I need what? Hold up a tick.
Mint
Let
helps
me-
a lot.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mint, surprisingly enough. Okay, so using this version of the... Alright, that's what I need to start putting skill points into. Because if I'm going for hunters, I'm gonna need to equip that. And yeah, that was a waste of 5 shade tech, whatever. Because I won't even be using it until late game anyway. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is hunters in this game are so bloody overpowered, it's not even funny. They're broken, hysterical, straight up just assholes. Let's see, I can get 5 points in there and upgrade that. That's 2 things finished. Can finish out the stash, but again, I don't use it, so fuck it.
For now, will probably be nerfed at some point.
It's actually not supposed to be... they're not going to nerf the Reviver.
If I do
Because-
get this game, I don't know if I'll get it on PC or PS4.
I don't know how well it plays on PC. I've seen a lot of streamers going on through the game saying, oh yeah, everything in PC is amazing, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. Then again, I don't have the money to waste on a PC either. Otherwise, well, clearly I'd be using a PC. But I don't have the material for it. I really don't want to buy the materials. Just no.
Waste.
Yes, waste. You know how short I am on money. things are already starting to kick me in the crotch, and it's not good. Especially when my work hours are being shifted around repeatedly, just annoying the ever-loving hell out of me. Okay, still no projects, so that's, I'll take that as a good sign. Where's the Dark Sun person at? I need to get some skills. There you are. Let's see, bag size.
You know, I'm in the same boat, if not worse, since I still have no job.
Yeah. What is this thing? Terminator, 25 increased Dark Sun experience for eliminating other players.
But anyway, I may be able to find you, build you a decent PC for really, really cheap.
I'll keep that in mind. Those are daily winner. Huh.
Hello, Agent.
So I guess I only get one current perk, and the next tier is level 15. Oh no, I can actually get, I just can't get that one. No, I don't want to respec my shit. So we got this,
Hey there, Agent.
and I can get this. Okay. Okay, I
If
get
you
it. It
play
goes
it
in
right,
perks.
a PC that can play every single game at max settings is possible for around $700, not including the OS which is on.
Sheesh, that's still quite a bit there, dear. I guess it just means save money, blow off money when you've got enough to basically save it. Okay, was there anything else I needed to do down in the White House? I don't think so. Anywhere else I need to...
Ick buttock, how to bargain by heck.
Yeah, I guess you're right there. Okay, so I'm level 16, so I can actually make my way here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll leave the base operations again. Let me actually see. Wow. I actually thought there would be a lot more stuff going on in there. Any new story from here? Nope. Alright. Progressing through the story of the game. Something I should have been doing a long time ago, but decided, nah. Okay, that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I'm basically just looking in a mirror, flipping myself off by staying up right now. If I'm actually
LOL
going down
glitch
being a save
report.
Quest.
You'd think that would be a glitch report, but unfortunately in this game there are no glitch reports. Okay, let's see. How bad was the RPM on this thing compared to the last one I was using? Not as bad. I'm pretty sure this will be a little bit better. It does more damage anyway. Surprisingly enough, and it also carries the exact same magazine counts as the last gun I was using, which is pretty okay. The other thing I'm using, bolt action, semi-slow as shit reload. No big deal. It'll work.
Go for a sandwich.
One thing I wish that they would do is decrease the difficulty of hunters. If you remember anything from The Division 1, the hunters were a force to be reckoned with, and I hated them every step of the way. I've only ran into one in the first Division game, whereas my friends have ran into like 15 or 20 of them. Of course, I started to increase my world rank by leveling up and getting more powerful shit, which in turn...
Sadly didn't get to play yet. I got it for free a while ago, just haven't downloaded it yet.
I'd say don't even play the first one. Unless you're gonna play it for story, I wouldn't play it at all, because it's so broken. There's just all these people running around with god tier everything, and there's this one legendary weapon that I've yet to see drop, but it has a very high chance. Well, legendary exotic, I don't know what the fuck it was called. I'm trying to remember the exact term for the highest of all high gear. It's an SMG that basically, before you have to reload, you can probably kill 3 people if your shots are accurate, and I've seen it countless times, and it's not fun to go against. And what they did in this game was they give it to you through the Ubisoft store, which is an added-in little feature. You can you can go into the Ubisoft store while you're playing the game, pick up some stuff like merits and shit, free stuff, and it's not very efficient, because the more games from Ubisoft that you play, the more points you're going to rack up on your account. And then the games that you really like, you can just throw those points into cosmetical items, camos, or in-game currency, or anything of the sort, at no charge, and just give yourself a bonus. Go around the corner, damn it! Come on, fuck! Bloody NPCs. That's all I gotta say. Bloody NPCs. We make it all the way out here. Nowhere else to go. Fuck. That happens too much. But no, for anybody with the close attention span, my character strongly resembles a sniper from Team Fortress 2. And whenever I load in, I'm going to show something that most players, if they play as anybody with a marksman rifle or just normal rifles in this game, will have no trouble getting. But for me, it was a little more of a, oh, I'm surprised I got this. This patch here, you have to, oh, what was it? 5 consecutive headshot kills without missing a single shot. And since I'm using a rifle that only has 5 bullets to the magazine, before I have to refill it, that was basically a make sure your gun is soaked in blood and hope for the best. I was originally using this one, but when I saw that I unlocked this one, I just went with it because it looks a little cooler. Plus it just shows that I was good at marking my shots. Not something I'm very good at in other game stats, which is alright. I'm happy with it, no problems. Game is as the game will always be. Very nice way of showing what you got, what you need. A whole lot of other stuff. Too bad I can't really get a good close-up of my character's face from here, but whatever. That's not the point. The point of the matter was, the game wanted to flip me off by throwing me into the middle of bullshit and saying, here you go. Free experience.
I swear, Ellis, you ever get the feeling that there's something funny going on? There's nothing funny about this situation.
And cancel that because I don't want to hear it.
Device detected.
Another one? Where, Isaac? You can't just tell me that there's a little phone or something nearby
Electronic
and...
device detected.
Where, nigga?
Are you sure you want to do this? The optics are going to be terrible. With all due...
typically I don't even look for stuff like this. It's free experience, yeah, but it's so crappy compared to the way it was back in the Division 1. You could easily get to level 5 without killing a single enemy just by picking up shit. Because when you saw the stuff, it would literally put like 20 to 30% experience boost onto you. In this game, it's more like, nah, you get 3% to your current experience. Alright, back to where I was. That named enemy is definitely not there anymore because the NPCs do a really good job of killing those guys before anything happens, surprisingly enough. So I'll just get back there.
So how was loading screen simulator, I mean Anthem?
Honestly, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. If they ever find a way to finish, I guess, what the people want from it, then it would get even better. But so far, what they keep doing is nerfing the... They nerfed the drop chance and all the fun stuff for certain guns, and you just look at it and you're going, this is not what we were told was going to happen in this update. This is not what we wanted. Okay, yeah, these are new enemy types. Apparently, the further you go into the game, the higher your level, the higher your gear score, or the world bracket, whatever it is. I'll have to talk to Evil tomorrow.
Sounds like Titans for Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny's actually got its fucking fix
Bungie
set
seems
up.
to fear Destiny. I mean Titans.
Nah. It all just comes down to it. It actually comes down to Deej. Deej being the head community leader for Bungie and Destiny. He is a Warlock main. Warlocks, to him, are the
Party
master
chat.
class. You do know that when I stream, I have a party going that's just myself, so it doesn't have multiple people on the mic. Otherwise, I'd have multiple people trying to spam me with invites, and it's just not fun. I was talking about that in the last live stream. How
okay.
matchmaking in this game can be very... It's not the same as it used to be. Instead of in the previous division where it was start matchmaking, people join you, it turns into start matchmaking, people invite you. Basically just takes the entire process and just flips you off, really. If I'm going to open up a matchmake, it means I want people to join into me and play with me, not invite me to your server where you're 2 to 3 missions behind where I currently am and expect me to waste my time on missions I've already completed that don't give me anything. Another agent? There's only 2 agents here in Washington. Get your shit correct. Dramatic slow walk. So this is what a college campus looks like. So glad I'm not going to one.
But yay, Bungie keeps on nerfing Titans into the ground to the point they are hardly usable in most situations that aren't the.
Well, the reason they're doing that is because people are exploiting everything that the Titans can do. So, I mean, I don't want to be that asshole, but I'm all for nerfing Titans. I hate Titans in Destiny. To no end. Just straight up hate them.
Good to see you.
Side mission. Like, I hate playing as my Titan. I will keep doing
Yay, but did Sentinel Shield really need to be nerfed?
Yes. Yes, it did. It really fucking did. As I was saying, people are exploiting it. They're basically finding a way to cheat the system into giving them what they want and making other players suffer. So yes, long story short, yes, it's broken. Just like the One-Eyed Mask. I didn't get it before the update. I still don't have it.
Fight for their lives when their lives aren't worth fighting for. Good to meet you. I'm your case.
Look, I sympathize, Henry. But we have our own problems, and they are big problems.
Res.
And hunters don't.
Maybe we
Every hunter old is kinda BS.
I know you need people.
Hate to say it, but hunters have gotten sick nerfs as well. Blade Barrage used to be a nightmare.
We're already
Mobius Quiver can still be fired like 17 times before it ends. Actually, here's something that it didn't fix, that if you were a Blade Barrage user, hunter subclass, you know, throwing knives, you can use Blade Barrage to launch yourself into the air and fly. And if you pair that with the Wardcliff Coil, hoo baby, AC 130 inbound. Alrighty, we got... Are those all story missions? They look like all story missions. Perfect. Now let's see, we got one control point up here. Area that I'm still one level short of. That looks like it's a shade mission, but it looks like it's a story mission. Story missions will have that blue arc over them. Side missions are a lot smaller, like that. Like this is it's for the campus settlement, shade mission.
I'm referring to Spectral Blades and the Lightning Staff one, that just last for too long, pretty much one-hit even Titans in the Sentinel SH.
I honestly can't agree with you on the Spectral Blades lasting too long, because it's actually been nerfed to have a shorter duration. Because what you could have done... The shield was broken because people would just abuse the... I'm going to hold my shield up, you're going to shoot it, you're going to give me more energy for it, to where I can just pop it 2 seconds later. I'm happy that they nerfed that. I'm beyond happy that they nerfed that. That was one of the many things that the Titans needed nerfed. And it's still broken. Congratulations, Bungie. You still can't fix a simple problem.
And I watched as a Spectral Blades team wiped my team twice in the same use.
Was your team all crowded together?
No.
Are you positive on that? Because I can go ahead and tell you now, I use Spectral Blades. I had to use it for the Thorn Quest.
It's Crucible, no one does objective.
I must be no one then. I'm talking to somebody who gets 20 captures in a single game.
Not on PC.
Meta. Oh yeah, PC is a whole nother story. Okay, where's the shop so I can buy? Perfect.
You're the rare exception like me.
Isn't that always the case? Is this a vest? Yeah, it's a vest. It's a shitty looking vest. Let's see here. those are better than what I'm
Agent
wearing.
in need of backup.
These are better than what I'm wearing. I'm gonna go ahead and put those on. Yep, that was a really shitty vest. That's
But I see it too often wherein the only one staying on points and the others are running round getting literally pointless kills.
typically how it works, my dear. It's typically how it works. The majority of PvP in Destiny 2 follows the same arc style. Kills above all else.
Even when the enemy is in power play, they still go for kills.
Well, of course, that's what you go in for power play. You go in to get kills. You don't just get to power play and like sit down on your next objective. No, you want to get some kills while power play is active. That way you're forcing the enemy team to respawn so that you can basically find where they're going to respawn, keep them in that area, and basically feed your score. Who knows, maybe I'm just looking into this too far. It's kind of what I do. But I know how it works. I've played every
No,
bad
in
version of
saying
the
my
game.
team is losing, the opposing team has power play, my team goes for kills.
Your team's kind of full of idiots. I don't know, maybe that's the reason why I think PlayStation 4 is going to be better for certain games than PC will ever be. Everyone likes to say graphics are the deciding factor in the long run.
Every
and they're
single
not.
time.
Don't know how many times I can stress it, but some people are just stupid and other people are just other people.
No, I say frame rate is more important.
PC doesn't always have the best frame rate, it just has less stuff to render because everything loads in more naturally.
Especially in a shooter.
Anyway, moving subject. Something that a friend of mine and myself had a long conversation over.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the Hyena stole from Air Force One. Our Hyena insider says whoever's posted it in the old CEO's office.
What definitely needs to be done is PlayStation 4 needs to remove the capability of plugging in a mouse and keyboard into their system. Why? Breaks games. There are certain games that you do not need a mouse and keyboard to play, yet you only use them because it gives you a bigger advantage than anyone else. Part of the reason why I don't play Rainbow Six Siege. I could have played it, could have enjoyed it, but every time I'd play it, every time I go up against other people, they're using the exact same mouse keyboard, flick the wrist to basically turn around a full 180 and not have any problems. So, no thanks. I'm going to happily stick with my controller like a true gamer and move on from there. And honestly, I've never had frame rate issues on this thing yet, surprisingly enough. This PlayStation is nearing 3 years old, and I really do need to look forward into getting a PlayStation Pro here in the next couple of months. Just to update stuff. Same thing with the TV. This TV is nearing 8, almost 9 years old. I should have realized that whenever I started to play the Wii on it, but I didn't.
I don't
Instead-
agree that gamers that use mouse and keyboard aren't gamers. I mostly only use mouse and keyboard, remember.
I'm talking about on PlayStation 4, they shouldn't be using it. If you want to play PC so badly, get a PC. Don't plug your mouse and keyboard into a PlayStation 4 and say that you're the best person on the team. because at that very point in time, you're just an asshole. I've heard countless people rage quit out of Rainbow Six matches because the enemy team is using
But
mouse
also
and
I
keyboard.
think they should be allowed to play with whatever they want, but maybe isolate the games based on input device.
That would be nice if Sony ever decided to do that. But be honest here, they won't. I don't even know why I'm picking up... Oh yeah, that's right, it's because of those fucking missions I'm picking shit up for. Hopefully
True.
tomorrow before I go to work I can get a hold of Evil and say, hey, I need to do a hostage thing and I can't keep those fuckers alive whenever I'm doing it solo. The hostages like to run around like idiots. Or like teammates who don't know what the fuck they're doing. That looks like a medic. Is that a medic? It might have been a medic. Alright, he dies first.
You should use a dream stick on them then.
No, I should just use my brand of lethal justice. That's a turret. That means that's an engineer. Great, that's even worse than what I wanted to deal with. Here, choke on my hive.
On the hostage I mean.
There you are, you sack of shit. The medic keeps dipping. That's classic. Engineer down. Turret should be going down in a few seconds. Or not. Where's the engineer? Is that all of them? Yep. How much I'd actually love if the side missions and shit that you had to do, aka hostage and propaganda shutdowns, if they made it a little more easily completable. Like with the hostages, for example, leave them in a selective area and don't let anything happen to them. Instead of letting them run around like a bunch of fucking retards with their heads cut off. Oh fuck, there's another fucking engineer. There's one. There's two. 3. 4.
What would you say comparing this game to the first?
What do you mean by what would I say? Like, the differences, the better things? What up? Like, honestly, as I was saying, there's stuff that's better suited for this game than it was
What's
in the
good
first.
and what's bad?
Well, as I was saying previously, while my mic was muted,
The good,
Dark
the bad,
Zones are
the
better.
ugly.
Again, the Dark Zones are much better. It's not a go in, get wrecked, and pray to God to sneak around and just grab whatever the hell you feel like. The bullet sponge for enemies is still the same bullshit as it always has been. So I'm not too happy about the bullet sponge enemies. But this is more of a RPG-esque type of deal, where enemies will take multiple hits instead of one simple elimination. They're done. Some of the other bad stuff, I just keep saying that loot seems to be very hit or miss on what you really need, what you really want. And some of the good things are progression is a lot easier to maintain. I can actually adjust the UI of the game, which is like the level count and everything. Because that was my biggest issue with the Division 1. I could not update the UI. I couldn't increase the size of the minimap, my level gauge, couldn't do any of that. In this game, I can do that, as you can see. UI is much larger. There's new abilities, and for some reason my Hive still wants to glitch out. Oh yeah, and these assholes. Rushers. They were bad in Division 1, they're just as bad here. Seems like certain enemy types are appearing more frequently than they should. Medics do not follow the Hippocratic Oath, instead they follow the Hippocratic Suggestion. But that just makes them easier targets. Is this armor or grenades? Grenade restock. Alright, that's nice.
The vault's just up ahead.
Ema head to bed, I thinks.
Yeah, I'll most likely be heading to sleep after I'm done with this mission as well. I'd rather not sleep until noon. Because what I'm going to be doing is, I'm definitely going to be playing this before I go to work. And maybe when I get home from work, depending on how I feel.
Authentication successful.
Alarm! Fucking division got into the vault.
It's cool. We moved the president. He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
Holy shit. They pulled the president out of the wreckage. Agent, you've got a new assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with a bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
Beginning search query.
Ladders.
Located.
President Ellis. On the helicopter on standby to extract him.
Lockdown procedure initiated.
That doesn't sound good. Do you have a way out of the vault?
Searching for a way out of the vault. 0 matches.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the west wall, there's a maintenance tunnel running alongside your position. It's a long shot, but it's the only one we got. Isaac, plot a path to the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient route.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
goddamn division breathing down my neck!
Get him on comms.
It's me. I need a helo scrambled to my position, now.
Roger that, Mr. President. We've already got a bird in the air.
Sir, I'm not seeing any rooftop access at your location.
Then blow the damn roof off. Fine. Get me to the atrium.
Heads up, we're inbound to your location. Coming in over the atrium. Keep your head south. We're gonna make a hole.
President Ellis wanted to talk to you. I think he wants to say thank you for saving him. Go see him when you get a chance.
You're a credit to the division, Agent. I look forward to working with you once you get back to base.
This has been a huge victory for us. Good to have you back, Mr. President.
Incoming backup request.
God, these fucking blows.
Fucking around in the wrong garden, little rabbit. Can't have that. Who knows what will bring... Wait for me!
All set? Yeah. Situation. This is Sean from the community near the Treasury Department. Situation. All set? Yeah.
Ah, there we are. I wanted to thank you personally. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be at the mercy of those hyena assholes. We all owe a debt of gratitude to the Division and the sacrifices you've made to keep our country together. You're the doer of deeds, as Roosevelt once put it. Now it's my responsibility to direct those deeds toward an even greater good. As Agent Kelso suspected, samples of a broad-spectrum antiviral medication were sent to D.C. as a continuity of government measure. Let me be clear. We're talking about a way to combat viral infection. Polio, influenza, dengue fever, common cold, green poison. Not a vaccine. A cure. I know where the package is located, but to access it, I'll need the briefcase I was carrying aboard Air Force One.
We believe the briefcase is with the True Sons in the capital.
Oh. Then get it back. I don't care how you do it. Just get it done. If we're going to get this country back on track, we have to be willing to do things that won't be popular. But I'm not here to woo voters. I'm here to get shit done. And I expect you are too.
Oh, yeah.
All set?
Yeah.
You okay? What? Place is a wreck. It's not a repair. Need you at the Potomac Event Center.
Emily, I think... What's the situation? I got some good news for you today. It's patrol. All clear. Where's patrol? All clear. Fucking guard duty. You got a problem, soldier? Nah, this shit's just so boring. No one's got a clue or even ear. And we want to keep it that way.
Goddamn people!
I appreciate your... Observational studies conclude that the
The campus project is ready for completion, Agent.
Agent.
liqueurs and dandelion wine. I don't know about you, but I could use a drink. Shout out to Charles. I don't know that we would have made it this far without you, man. Definitely would have had more friendly fire accidents if you hadn't taught us how to shoot. We'll miss you. How about some music? May not be my favorite song, but it's one we've got a recording of, so enjoy.
Agent, I'm right here.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little keyed up after that last track. This is Carrie, and now back to Rooftop Radio. I think we could all use a break from the sounds of the city. Here's a little music to drown out the noise.
Agent, looking to check in?
That was new music from the community. Now back to the news. I'm Andre, and you're listening to Circle Radio. So, the status in your needs. Books to keep warm during the winter?
Our librarians have pulled together the various books we've got laying around and built a library. This round of crops is looking good. We're finally in a position to be growing our own food.
That's right, you know what time it is. Time for a music break.
Hi there. I'm Joshua Summers, MD. It seems my services are needed at the White House. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
I really hope you like that last song. You're listening to Circle Radio with Andre. Hey, so I don't know if you've seen the big tree lately, but it's in pretty rough shape. It looks like it might be dying. Kind of sad to see something that old completely get destroyed by the elements, when all it would take is a little care to nurse it back to health. I don't know how to...
Plans will only get you so far if you don't have a place to turn them into a reality.
Last week,
that's why I'm proud to announce the opening of the workshop.
Using the radio master to broadcast propaganda. The place is stocked full of machine tools, too.
You need it? It's here. Check it out.
Hey. So there's this beekeeper right now? Yeah.
But the leaves are poisonous, so even though